You've touched many lives in many, many special ways. We love you, and we wish you the very best in life for many years to come. Happy birthday to my wonderful.
Standing ovation.
Whoa, standing up.
Now, this is going to be a hard act to follow. Are we going up next? We have to go up, right?
Who's next? Sanders. Wow, the camera adds 30 pounds, huh?
I gotta ride home with her, don't do that.
But you still look very skinny. I'm proud of you for keeping the weight off.
Thank you, sweetie. Happy birthday, Ida. We love
Let's
you.
take the over-under. When do you think Ida's gonna... What age are we talking here? How much longer we got?
I'm going to knock him out.
That's an honest question. Just do a little over-under better. No one wants to get a little taste of this action. Lola, who's your favorite uncle? Is it Uncle Michael Zapp, who buys you candy all the time? Or Uncle Michael Sanders, who never ever cares about you? Who's your favorite? Go ahead, we already know. We already know. Bring it home. Bring it home to Papa.
My sister and I wanted to say a few words about my grandmother as well.
Another speech.
My Gram. So I thought I'd jot down some notes about what it was like growing up in our household and all the great memories that we have about our grandmother. So I'll start with, when we think about our childhood years, so many great memories come to mind, many of which about my grandma. Yes, real sorry. Since my grandmother lived in the lower level of our house growing up, we were lucky enough to see her every day and experience many things that most kids don't get to have with their grandparents. Most were good and some were, well, let's just say, challenging. Just kidding.
She's not kidding.
I'm not kidding. we were tough kids. We remember Sunday dinners as a family at Grandma's table. I was always adamant about it having no gravy on my pasta. I was such a picky eater. Jen, on the other hand, ate everything. Slow down. And now he's nothing. My grandmother was a wonderful cook, but like many things, I'm sorry. My grandmother was a wonderful cook, but I liked everything plain, so that's why I didn't have my gravy. I remember that one of my favorite dishes was the lemon chicken that she used to make in the broiler. I used to love when she made that, and I wish she'd make it nowadays. We also loved her spaghetti pie, homemade pizza, beef stew, and of course the Janelle cookies, which I still beg her to make every Christmas.
And don't forget the corn beef and cabbage, which made no sense because we're Italian.
Wash 17.
Yes. Many of those recipes I tried to make on my own, but nothing ever compares to Grandma. I still call her every once in a while. I say, Grandma, how do you make that beef stew again? And she gives me step by step in the pressure cooker. We also remember coming home from school every day while our mom was at work and watching TV in the TV room, which consisted of a recliner, a chair, and a TV.
It wasn't even like a room.
It wasn't even a room, it was like an alcove.
It was an alcove.
But we were so happy just sitting there watching our TV shows, and funny how simple things made us happy back then. And we loved how Grandma always stocked the house with things like Celeste microwave pizza and Yoles and Ding Dings, Ding Dongs.
Ding Dings.
Those two.
You're pregnant, it's okay.
And Jen, little tidbit of the vegetarian over here, she loved hot dogs. She would always ask Grandma to boil her 2 hot dogs every day.
Boil them. Isn't that a delicious
She liked
way
to
to
boil
have
hot
hot
dogs.
No wonder you became
That's why you do it.
Look at him become 200 pounds.
Our grandmother was a typical Italian grandmother, always cooking and being around for the family and giving all the love in the world to her grandchildren. Most of the time we were pretty good, but we weren't always little angels, and we put my grandmother through hell every once in a while. This left us running from the notorious wooden spoon in fear of getting a little spank on the behind. As we got older, though, this tactic wasn't as successful, mostly because Jen would actually take the wooden spoon back from Grandma and chase her around the house with it. As Grandma shrank, we got taller, so we became bigger and stronger, so she wasn't so scary to us as we became teenagers. When I was in 7th grade, Jen was a little older. My grandfather died, leaving my grandmother very sad and heartbroken. It was a very hard time for my family, but we were all there to make sure that she was okay. I remember being so worried about her that she would have to sleep in bed alone, that I started sleeping in her room with her. It was during that time that my grandmother and I were forever bonded. We were there to get each other through a tough time, and I think we'll always remember that year together. Right, Graham?
She doesn't remember.
As time went on, both my sister and I went through high school and college, and my grandmother always remained an important part of our lives and was always sure to check in on us and make sure that we were okay.
And still does.
She does. Now that we were both older and married with children or children on the way, we look at my grandmother as a staple in our lives, still there to share in all the important moments we are blessed to have. I must say that we are extremely proud of everything my grandmother has accomplished and amazed at what she continues to do day in and day out. I still love telling people that Grandma is an avid bowler, poker player, bargain shopper, and Facebook user now.
Wow.
She's still learning Facebook,
Not good.
So we're thrilled to be celebrating her 90th birthday, and we hope that we get to share many more birthdays with her in years to come. Grandma, thank you for all you've done throughout our lives and all you've continued to do. You have been such an inspiration to us and our family, and we are so lucky to have you in our lives.
You're not talking too much. Stay there, you're moving.
So I didn't want to show up my sister because she's pregnant, so I didn't write a big speech, but I wanted to kind of off the cuff just say a few things and forgive the fact that they're in my phone, but I have bad eyesight these days, and if there's nothing backlit, I can't read it. I just wanted to give you a quick list, Graham, of the things that I thank you for, that we thank you for, but this is a little bit more specific. The end anyway. I wanted to thank you for helping to raise us. My mom said it right when she said that if it wasn't for you, we would be way maladjusted to this world. And thank you for, I mean, I hate to say thank you for reading my diary, but you kind of got in the way of some bad stuff. So thank you for teaching us how to be Italian, not in a Jersey Shore kind of way. I appreciate you for teaching us the right way to know our culture. Thank you for shutting out the lights behind us when we would leave the room, because the electricity bill would have been enough to put all of us in the poorhouse. Thank you for your Sunday dinners. They were the key that kept our family together and kept us close. Thank you, and I don't like corned beef and cabbage because of them, but I still appreciate that you took the effort to make it. Thank you for sewing everything. You sewed everything. We ripped everything and you sewed everything. You made our Halloween costumes, you made our communion dresses, you made our jeans fit better, you made our everything work. And we would be really indebted to the tailor if it wasn't for you. Thank you for the snacks after school. Besides the hot dogs, thank you for the egg and cheese on a roll that you would make all the time. Thank you for the Elios, thank you for the Pop-Tarts, thank you for the things that we shouldn't have had and we still got to have anyway. And thank you for not telling your mother that you were letting us have them. Thank you for keeping Grandpa's spirit alive in the house. No matter how many years pass since he's been gone, I never really felt that he's been gone. I feel like no matter what, he's still with us, and it's because you keep him alive, and you remind us of him, and you remind us of stories about him, and when we have our lunches, when I come to visit, you tell me about him, and it's the best thing that you could do, and we're grateful for still being part of this land and this life that we live in. Thank you for accepting the fact that I married a Persian. I'm really sorry.
You made it into the speech.
Hey, yo, I'm Italian. I don't know what she's talking about.
But it's okay that you pronounce it Zaffarano. I get it. You have an image to protect.
Zaffarano.
He looks Italian.
Italian.
Thought you were gonna get on
Mikey, you could
I'm
pass.
sorry, I just exposed this.
So funny.
You have a higher
Zaffarano.
bowling average than me. I
Mike.
did get the most
Miguel
improved average award when I was 9, and you trumped me, but that's okay.
Marissa took him to the prom.
I still give it to you. Thank you for being an inspiration. Thank you for being awesome. You're just awesome. You're 90 years old and you drive a car and you go bowling and you Facebook
But
and you do all
can
these crazy
either one of
things.
them
And I
sew?
know people that are in their 50s that don't know how to do that. So that's, you're the coolest 90-year-old I know. You're the only 90-year-old I know, but you are the coolest 90-year-old I know. And my last thank you is thank you so much for sticking around to be a part of my daughter's life. I couldn't be happier that she's going to know her Nana and that you're going to teach her how to make gravy, even though really in the world that we live in it should be called sauce. But that's okay, because she's going to call it gravy, and that's going to be the gravy. I love you very much. We love you very much. And happy birthday.
That's so nice. I didn't realize you were taping.
Oh, just destroyed the whole birthday. Thank you.
Just gotta take a picture. I should have smiled at me or something.
Something.
Do I get a high five? Yeah, this is nice.
Go say hi to your grandma. Go over there.
I'm like going to
All right, Harry, you're up. Please bring us home.
You were Mexican all this time. I thought you were Mexican.
Mexicans are pretty hard working. There's no way you could confuse me for Mexican. Jenny, good job.
Thanks. You didn't write any of it.
You did a good job. Marissa, not bad. Not bad. You didn't say the bone in the sauce. That joke would really hit home.
Mike, you're up. Good job.
Great job.
I'm the boring one, Jen's the funny one.
You were funny too. They were both funny too. Both. Everything.
Lola, who was funny up there, Marissa or Jen? Who was funnier?
Really.
Are you all done, sweet?
Well done.
She's good, thank you.
Hey, you have to tell him the truth. He wants to know who you like better, me or him.
He wants to know where your teeth went.
Remember the candy. Remember the candy.
No wonder you
Give me that candy back right now.
It's Mike's fault you
Tell
lost
him
your
you ate
teeth.
it all.
He's giving you
Put on.
candy.
Tell him.
Terrible.
How do you see my pasta?
Hey, Mike, I think she's used to all this, apparently. Because she's gone like it's broken in from her. Again, you're going to put up with that again?
Hey, you
Not you again. I thought you were Mexican all these years. I thought you were, but that's right. We don't work so hard. Mexicans work hard.
You charge for landscape, okay?
I guess I'm black, sort of.
Can you play tennis?
Why are you still filming?
He's trying to catch you off guard.
I'm catching a fucking moment on this camera, okay, Marissa? Is that okay with you?
It's an effing moment. It's a baby. You can't say that.
Are you sure it's a baby?
Making it R. You're making this R-rated with those language words.
Are you like Kim Kardashian? She's making it up.
Picture my pinstripes because Jen really loved my pinstripes. Well, you're gonna get finer stripes than that.
Those are pretty fine.
Very
No,
nice
the
shirt.
first one.
Although, as good as she's
On the high and low, it took me a year to find my shirt.
Yeah, it's amazing what Marshalls is producing these days.
I thought it was Sears. Could have been Walmart.